So this is just a brief look at my springtime ritual. And so this year what it consisted of was all my favorite candles and the crystals that I was inspired to just collect from around the house. Some cedar boughs and patchouli in the waters. So that is part of what I want to talk about today, is that the ancients always referred to water as the waters because they understood the healing practices, the healing potential of all water. It was so rare for them to have the luxury of a warm bath. So that's just one of the ways that modern society is so luxurious, and we have the opportunity to heal ourselves at any time, if you think about it. So bath magic is about choosing the associations that you want to infuse your bath with. And these can include candle magic, crystals in the bath, which I really recommend, and how those crystals are removed from the bath. So we're going to go into that a little bit right now. Each one, you'll have bubbles in your bath, of course, and each one you hold in your hand and use your intuition to tell you which stone it is. And then you allow the obscured water to be the influence for the order that you pull those crystals from. Set them up in a row as I've done there, and they will tell you a story. The story will simply emerge because just by being in that state of having a bath in darkness by candlelight puts you in that altered state so that you can create the stones of your future. So I'll show you what I mean here. So this is actually a crystal I discovered. It's supposed to be strawberry quartz in the shape of a heart, but the stone has bubbles in it. So I've known for some time that it was fake, but I just love the color so much. I believe it's part of my aura colors that I put it in there. So I fell for fake love earlier this year. I've been in an egg basically for months. Then we have man-made mermaid glass, they call it, which are my aura colors, but they're certainly not man-made. You can see the story emerging here, and these are my associations, of course. So it's going to mean more as you pull and the associations you attribute. So I love flower agate because it's a combination of water and flowers. So you can imagine petals falling into a stream, being put under pressure over a period of time, becoming ice, and then stone. This is moss agate or forest agate, or sometimes you'll hear it called tree agate. And the fact that it has become stone means that it's from an ancient forest. And right now it is my favorite stone. So, okay, I'm just going to skip ahead to the end. So the last one to emerge is my largest, and it is pink quartz, which is formed in a volcano to get that color. So volcanic pure love versus the first stone, fake strawberry quartz, which would be fake love. So you can see that this year is going to take me through a lot of time spent in nature, more pink quartz, more volcanic love, maybe the start of something. This is moss agate, and then more flower agate and the pink quartz, and what I've used to balance it here. So balancing stones is also very important in grounding your energies for those that, like me, really struggle quite, what is the word? Neurologically divergent, or I'm definitely on the spectrum of something or other, and then anchored with this piece of tourmaline, black tourmaline, which is also a protective stone. And I saw the anchor go into the earth as I laid this. Now I'm going to turn it so you can see that I was able to prop it up with a piece of, not flamingo, it's the bird with the beautiful array of feathers. And anyway, the stone represents joy, just joy coming down and materializing in form. So that was another teaching that I had brought to me. Why is it not in focus? There we go. So the way that these energies, or any energies, spiritual energies, materialize in form as they become more dense. So it's a type of sacrifice to let go of such a high level of vibration to materialize and to become stone. And there are legends of stones actually being alive in the fables of our ancient past, which indicated to me as soon as I heard it of that transition from the ethereal, or the gas state, you might say, into the material, which would be liquid. So there's an in-between stage there. And then into stone or ice. Gas, liquid, solid, basically. So the living stones would have still been somewhat in their liquid state, in their emotions and in their personalities, where we could appreciate and enjoy them without psychic ability. There's so much richness in this concept, in this idea, because it indicates the way that we ourselves have become solid, and we're slowly emerging, developing our gifts, getting in touch with our past emotions and clearing it so that our gifts can develop more fully. And that's why shadow work is really so very important. Emotion being connected to the water archetype, but also the fluidity and the flow of that moving from stone to liquid to gas once more. So we've gone all the way into our stone form, and then as we emerge, we go into our emotions, and then we rise above that and become high magicians through our ability to draw in the archetypes, the associations that we want to use to manifest what comes next. And I think that that's where we're at now. We've been doing shadow work for what, maybe a few decades, but not much more than that. Maybe since the 60s, but since the 80s consciously, as far as what I have memory of. And we've experienced those emotional states as layers of the onion, peeling away, coming back to old wounds. I'm quoting Annie Bear's latest video there. It was very, very touching. Annie Bear, Seven Feathers, has a wonderful channel of poetry and art, but she's getting into more of her spiritual journey as well, and I'm finding it very rewarding. I always want to give credit. Yeah, now I've lost the plot. Maybe that's enough for now. I'll just leave you with the stones that I work with, and they're from the island where I was born. I'm very connected to the land there. And that's what I stack when I need to stabilize, the need to ground, the urge to just really be present, because that is so healing. And that's something I've just been guided to do. So another one that's very useful is and your guides and angels, the ancestors will help you with this process. So part of my neurological divergence is that I'm klutzy as all get out, and I'll frequently dump maybe something that I'm refilling or what have you, like coffee beans comes to mind all over the floor. And there is lesson in that. I mean, there is lesson in every aspect of our lives. So picking each one up one by one forces you to focus the mind. And that's a part of grounding. So stacking your stones, maybe one, your favorite stones from your favorite place. And yeah, when those things happen, it's a call to ground. I'm going to leave it there, folks. Have a fabulous day. Happy spring. Happy spring equinox. Much love and blessings. Bye for now.